I'm Kris Hagan. For those who don't know, I've been a language coach for many years. In my career, I've taught a wide variety of people, from famous singers and radio presenters to doctors, uni students, and yes, even desperate housewives trying to find an English lover. I've finally decided to share my thoughts, tips and tricks with the world. Also check out my YouTube channel if you want to see my ugly mush. So let's kick off this podcast with a great jingle.
Doesn't matter where you are, in the car or at the bar. Here for you comes in your ears, another word for thanks is cheers. Here's the new kid from the block, here for you around the clock, shining all his English tips. Kris
is an anagram of risk.
Kris.
It's true, it is. Hello and welcome to this week's episode. First of all, I want to thank everybody who sent me messages and videos of them singing badly for my birthday. Now, there is a friend of mine whose parents, many years ago, either in June or July, I don't know exactly, I wasn't there, donkeys years ago, couldn't find anything to watch on TV, and so they decided to enjoy themselves a little bit, and 9 months later, Peter arrived. Happy birthday, Peter. Today is Peter's birthday. His real name is Pietro, but for me it's Peter, and he's my oldest Italian friend. I don't mean oldest by age, I mean he's the person I've known the longest in Italy. So, have a great day. I've not seen you for a long time, but don't worry, every time I think of you, I imagine you, well, I don't imagine you, I remember you coming down the side of a mountain in your khaki hot pants. Now, they're not actually hot pants, but because he's so tall, he would make any model jealous. And so, yes, he's very tall, and it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Peter! Now, before I introduce the first guest, I'd like to remind you to go and have a look at www.krishaganshop.com. It's our new website for our online courses. Also on there, you can find Say It Right, the real pronunciation guide, so you can learn how to speak properly like a native. Not only does it improve your pronunciation, but also your comprehension. Now, who's the first guest?
Now it's time for Laura, sick to you by your Skype. She's at home in Nashville, couldn't find a flight. Laura likes to listen to the radio, but when it comes to music, she prefers it live. Laura, give for 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 Laura. Laura, give for Laura, give for Laura, give for Laura, give for.
Hello, Laura.
Hello.
It's always lovely to hear from you.
It is always nice to talk to you. So, Kris, I love listening to your mom. I love listening to your phone calls with your mom.
Do you want her?
She sounds great. She's very entertaining.
She's not bad.
What music did your parents listen to when you were young?
Well, before I answer that question, I have a little surprise for you, Laura.
Thanks, Laura. I love listening to you too, and hopefully we'll get to meet sometime in the future.
Oh, yes, Mrs. Hagan, that would be wonderful. England is on my list of trips that I'm going to take when we can travel again. Maybe Kris can even meet us over there.
Laura's so polite, Mrs. Hagan. Now, going back to your question, my parents used to listen when I was younger, many years ago, to Elvis Presley, 60s, 70s.
Mine too.
But I actually grew to like it, in fact. Can't live without a bit of Elvis.
Suspicious Minds was one of my favorite songs as a toddler, which seems really strange now. Not totally appropriate for like a 3-year-old.
Don't worry, my little brother, who's now 9 or 10, oh God, I don't remember how old he is. He's now old, likes a song by Ed Sheeran,
Really?
which says, "Will my bed sheets smell of you?" Yeah.
Wow.
Bless him. Imagine when he's older, he remembers that being his favourite song when he was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
But how did you enjoy the music scene in your home? Did you listen to the music with them? Do you listen to it on your own now?
Yeah. In fact, the last time I drove to England from Milan to Manchester is a long drive. Most of the journey, I listened to Elvis on repeat. The funny thing is that when I know an old song and my friends look at me like, you know this.
I love it. Believe it or not, there is a fair amount of research on this topic.
Huh? Really? Tell me something.
Generally, it is the case that children like their parents' music. Researchers from Cornell University and the University of California, Santa Cruz did a study on what's called a reminiscence bump.
Reminiscence bump. I've never heard of it.
Well, it's a phenomenon where people like the music that their parents played in their 20s. So the background music of their children's early childhood. Subjects reported the most personal memories, of course, were for songs that were popular when they were in their own 20s, in their early 20s. But they also showed a major increase in memory, recognition, and emotional connection for songs that were popular for when their parents were in their early 20s.
Ah, okay. I can believe it.
My parents are only 20 years older than me, so they were very into music when I was young. My dad loved Elvis, like your parents.
Impossible not to love him.
Right? Who didn't? And I also particularly remember his fondness for Bad Bad Leroy Brown by Jim Croce and A Boy Named Sue by Johnny Cash. And while neither of those are particularly songs that I would have sought out on my own, I have a great fondness for them because they remind me of my dad.
Bad Boy Leroy Brown, never heard of, but A Boy Named Sue, yeah.
My mother and her sisters, on the other hand, were Beatles fans, huge Beatles fans.
Oh.
My mother was also particularly enamored with the Rolling Stones because she thought that she and Mick Jagger resembled somehow.
Oh, really?
She was a beautiful young girl, so this couldn't have been farther from correct.
Did he have big lips back then as well? Why, anybody who was attractive would think that they looked like Mick Jagger. God.
Exactly. So I grew up listening to a good spread of 60s pop and rock in addition to my own current music. Another study that tested musical memory surprisingly found that college-age participants identified older pop and rock songs just as quickly as current music. And in many cases, they reported liking the older music more.
I love the way you say more. But do you think that's because it's better?
Maybe so. There have been studies on that too. I was talking to a friend in his 50s yesterday, and he was laughing that some coworkers of his in their 20s were trying to turn him on to Aerosmith, who are, of course, a band of his generation.
How strange. The circle of life.
Good music is just good music.
And bad music is just bad music.
In 2013, a study in Psychological Science Journal defines the reminiscence bump as autobiographical memories disproportionately recalled for events in late adolescence and early adulthood. So that's why all of these music studies focus on people around age 20, give or take.
I remember when I was 20.
So this study looked at young adults' associations with top hits over 5.5 decades. So they took 55 years of music and recorded or measured their memories, recognition, preferences, emotional reactions to all of the music.
Everything.
And the study found the typical increase that they expected for music released during the 2 decades of the subjects' lives. Interestingly, the same measures peaked for the music of the participants' parents' generation.
Ah.
In some cases, an even earlier peak occurred for music prior to that, in the 60s. So again, the study looked at, was the quality of music better in the 60s, or was it shared by 2 generations? So this could have been their grandparents' music. That pattern is called cascading reminiscent bumps. So you have reminiscences from your grandparents, from your parents, and then from your own experiences.
I can believe it.
There was a Dr. Hawk Eggerman, who was a music professor at the University of York and director of the York Music Psychology Group. He believes the benefits of having a wider taste in music include the ability to use music to manage people's emotions, socialize and bond with others more easily, as well as having a better understanding of other cultures. So a wide range of musical interests can also lead to being more empathic. Who knew? Very interesting.
Definitely.
Now, the flip side of this, do your parents like your music?
I doubt it. And I'll tell you something, I don't even think my parents know what kind of music I like. I never got a choice when I was a kid. They played it and I had to listen to it. That was the rule.
Aw, too bad. They could have learned something.
They could.
My mother got very tired of hearing Duran Duran when I was a teenager, but she likes the band.
On loop. Continue.
Dr. Eggerman also found that teenagers can influence parents' listening. He reported that parents are susceptible to familiarization. So if a child repeatedly plays their favorite music, which I did,
I was about to say
parents may find that they enjoy it a little more.
Yeah, I'll try.
Also, if the teenager explains to their parents why they like a specific artist or piece of music, the parents will have an understanding of the song's meaning and a better appreciation of what this song means for their teenager.
I'll have to send my parents on my K-pop playlists.
My mom definitely got loads of details on Duran Duran for me, and she still does, because I'm still following them decades later.
The loop has never finished. You're continuously listening to Duran Duran.
So go today and listen to some Elvis music.
Of course.
Everyone, enjoy music with your parents this week.
Do you know, I don't actually know when the last time was that I listened to music with my parents. Maybe when we were in the car, but they probably didn't even listen to it. They probably just switched off and played with the phones as usual. Thank you very much, Laura, for that. Put my teeth back in. I am old now. Thank you very much, Laura, and say hello to Nashville, and we'll see you, hear from you, whatever, next week.
Cheers.
Now we know something more about music. Thank you, Laura.
And now, seriously, I'm in the mood for Elvis. Now, spring is here and it's full of amazing, beautiful flowers everywhere. Apart from on my terrace where I have 3. I don't know why. Everywhere else is full of flowers, but... well, never mind. Now, because my friend Peter is a spring baby, I thought, let's have a look to see some of the characteristics of a spring baby and see if they match with Peter. Let's have a look. Are you a spring baby? Well, you're about to find out what you should be like. Basically, according to the internet, because everything on the internet is true, as we all know, spring babies are all very optimistic. They're lucky, they're creative, they're always happy. They're leaders, they have fewer allergies. Okay. This next one is definitely true for my friend Peter. They're taller. He's a giant. A friendly giant, though. Spring babies are also supposedly supposed to be strong and passionate. Okay, passionate, I don't know, I'll have to ask his wife. But these lists that I found say they're for spring babies, but they also include March the 1st, because they talk about Justin Bieber. The 1st of March is not spring. Sorry to disappoint. But hopefully I'm also passionate and optimistic and blah, blah, blah. Maybe because I'm just before spring. Now, talking to Justin Bieber, who's next?
Jonathan, talk to us about food around the world. Jonathan, Canadian, their best export after Justin Bieber.
Jonathan's back, and what are we going to talk about this week?
Another question for you, Kris.
Go on.
What's the worst thing you ever ate?
At the minute, to be honest, the worst thing I'm eating and being forced to eat in this period is pasta and pizza. I'm bored with it. But the worst thing, like disgusting-wise, matcha. Matcha ice cream, matcha everything. A little friend of ours, little because she was 7 at the time, decided to trick me in Japan and made me 3 different things, all with matcha inside it, and kept saying to me, no, in this one there isn't any, in this one and I, like an idiot, ate all 3. Disgusting thing.
I'm not sure I know what matcha is.
It's that green powdery thing. You can make tea out of it.
Yeah, but that doesn't explain what it is.
Oh,
I know
idea.
it's a green powdery
It's
thing.
just terrible.
Oh.
Here, I've noticed here they have a less powerful version of it, let's say. A more westernized version.
Well, speaking of powerful foods, the worst thing I ever ate, oh my goodness gracious. So, I used to live in Costa Rica. Not for very long, because the food was terrible. And this is one example. Again, I don't want to insult other people's cultures, but
You're going to anyway.
So I lived in a little mountain town far from San Jose, which is the capital city, in the mountains. And I lived in a house with a bunch of other guys. We were all very young. I was studying Spanish. They were studying English. So it was a weird situation. They died for this dish.
Not literally, I hope.
Well, they would kill for it.
Ah, okay.
Sopa negra.
Black soup.
Black soup. Can you imagine what it could be?
No.
Black. So imagine a 10-gallon pot.
A what?
10-gallon pot.
Ah, okay.
A big
Your
one.
Canadian accent's very strong.
Oh, excuse me.
A 10-gallon pot, okay.
Pot. Excuse me.
A 10-gallon what?
So it's a big pot with a lot of water in it. 10 gallons is a lot.
It's a lot.
Filled with black beans that are left to stew for a day. They're not alone. For there are about 100 peeled boiled eggs inside.
Why?
Stewing. Simmering. It's already hot and humid. It's bloody Costa Rica. All day.
So with black beans.
Black beans.
And boiled eggs.
And boiled eggs.
Stewing for... How long did they stew this?
I don't know. I arrived home in the evening and the whole neighborhood reeked.
I was thinking about afterwards. The amount of farting that must have gone on.
Well, that's a very good question. I escaped to my room. I put my pillow over my face, and I promptly passed right out just in disgust.
My God.
I only had a little bit, but it wasn't quite for me, let's say.
And how often do they eat this? Is it something really traditional?
Well, I don't, to be honest, I never really asked, and maybe I should have done some research for this podcast.
No, we have some listeners there. So
very good.
Yeah, tell us.
Tell us, please. I don't know where it came from, but I was there for about 6 months, and they had this one big special occasion. They were having people over, so there were maybe 20 people all enjoying this enormous pot.
So something they look forward to then, this thing. They look forward to it.
The way they talk about it, yes. Also sour milk.
Eh?
Sour milk.
Why?
Well, you take milk and you wait too long, and then you drink it.
No, I've understood what sour milk is. I don't understand why they drink it.
Well, I don't know either. It's not to my taste.
But they drink it like I drink Coke.
Perhaps, yeah. I mean, it's a breakfast thing. It's you go to the market and there's a man there and you pay your.
Oh, you can actually buy sour milk.
It's a delicacy. I mean, I say delicacy, but I never went to a 4-star restaurant or whatever. We just
try
went to
some
the
sour
bar.
milk. I can give you some here if you want. For free.
They seem to really enjoy it, my friends. Yeah,
So any milk that goes off, we send to Costa Rica.
very good.
Because they love it. And what else did you do in Costa Rica? What else did you try that you didn't like? Or was there anything that you did like?
I had one thing I did really like. It was Mexican, of course, because the native cuisine was either bland or eggs. Sopa Azteca, another soup.
There's a lot of soup
Aztec
going
soup.
on there. A lot of soup in these hot countries.
Well, it was mostly rice and beans, a typical, mountain.
There's beans everywhere then.
Beans everywhere. They are the musical fruit. You got to keep them around.
Definitely musical.
The more you eat, the more you toot.
It's very true.
The more you toot, the better you feel. So eat your beans at every meal, much like the Costa Ricans do. Where were we? So fresh fruit is great. Sopa Azteca is great, but it's a spicy tomato broth, and they had these really lovely. I don't know what they would call crisps, but they're not chips. They're
Like tortilla things.
kind of like a tortilla thing, but not in the typical shape that we'd think, but a type of fried corn flour, I imagine. Just wonderful, absolutely wonderful.
Yeah,
but
so-
again, the only thing that wasn't Costa Rican was the best thing I had there, aside, of course, from the fresh fruit, which is
I can't think this. I don't think I want to try this egg bean thing.
sopa negra, no.
And I'll have a look online and see what it looks like. It doesn't sound very nice.
It's black
at all.
and
Black.
it's soup.
But the eggs are still in it.
Yes.
When you eat it.
Yes.
You eat the eggs
they
as well.
turn black.
Okay, nice. Okay, thank you very much. Not going to Costa Rica. See you next week.
And now we're hungry. Thank you.
Now, Jonathan caught me off guard when he said, "What's a matcha?" I'm like, "Matcha's matcha." It's a typical English response. Matcha is a powdered green tea from East Asia. I'm sure many of you have tried it, but I looked online because I thought maybe there's something more specific to read. And I found that some people actually say it's sweeter than normal tea, but not, in my opinion, is bitter as hell. Bleh. Do you like matcha? Why? But it does have some benefits, so people say. Let me tell you a few. Are you sitting comfortably? The first benefit I read was that it improves your mood. Well, it improved mine and made me very angry and disgusted at all the things I were eating when I tried it in Japan. But it says it also helps relieve stress, so really I should have it because I'm stressed 24/7. Also, it says online, like I said, online is the gospel. It says it promotes natural weight loss. Give me a couple of kilos, a couple of ton. Also boosts memory power, protects the liver, keeps your heart healthy, the usual, and protects against cancer, like everything. Everything protects against cancer these days. In the past, it used to be against cancer, and everything protects against cancer. So, matcha forever. I'm sorry, no matter how much weight it makes me lose, I'm still not going to try it again. Hello, Reina. That's my little Japanese Korean friend in Japan who tortured me with matcha the last time we were there. Now, who's next?
She's from Australia.
Koala.
Or is it maybe South Africa? She doesn't know either, but one thing's for sure, she makes business English sexy.
Like a kangaroo.
It's Kelly Lawrence.
Kelly's back again. Can't get rid of her. It's like the coronavirus.
Thanks, Kris.
Okay, I love you too. Today she's actually going to talk about something which I asked her to talk about, which is formal English. Because in many languages, to make something formal, you just use a different conjugation. For example, in Italian, you use the lei form, which is the version for she. But you can't really use this in English, because if you call me she, I'm not really flattered because I'm a man. And so you have to be careful. In British English or American English, any kind of formal English, we don't do that. We actually have different words or expressions that we can use. Am I right?
Yes, exactly. That's it. So
don't make me look stupid now, like I've said something wrong.
No, it's exactly correct. We just change a few words to make it sound a bit nicer. Okay, it's not so difficult. You probably know the different word that you use as a supplement, but you probably just don't use it in this way, and you should, because it will make your English more formal. So, for example, I think is not really as nice as saying in my opinion or I believe. So instead of saying
common,
I think, exactly, you can say in my opinion or I believe, da da da. Okay, this is the first one. The next one is can I. Okay, instead of can I do something, you can say may I or could I.
Can I tell you something here? At
Yes.
school, I asked the teacher, can I go to the toilet? And she said yes. So I stood up and then she said sit down. I'm like, what? And she said the correct option is may I, because you want permission. Because can I means the ability. So when I was saying can I go to the toilet, she was just basically saying yes, you can go to the toilet. But she wasn't giving me permission to actually go. So.
Okay, exactly, that's true. Can I is a question of ability. Okay, so it's more polite to say may I, could I. You're asking permission to do something.
May
okay?
I have a mop?
Exactly, may I have a mop? May I open the window? May I help you? Could I help you? Not can I help you?
I needed the mop because she wouldn't let me go to the toilet.
Oh, terrible, Chris. It's probably a true story. Look, okay, so going forward, the next one is the use of the word give. You can actually use hand instead. Okay, so it's just synonymous. For example, could you please give me the documents? Instead, you can say, could you please hand me the documents? Okay, instead of using the word give, we use hand. Okay, next one going forward is instead of and, you can also say as well as. Okay, especially if you're making a list, the last one that you use, instead of using a final and, use a final as well as. For example, we sell modern art as well as contemporary art. Or we sell modern art, ancient art, and
Fish and chips.
fish and chips. You
Yeah,
could
why
say you could say as well as fish and chips. So the last one, the last and becomes as well as. Okay?
Fish and chips can also be formal.
Yes, fish and chips can also be formal. Maybe not in an art gallery, but
Why not? It'd be a very good art gallery. Should we open an art gallery with fish and chips? Go on. Continue.
Okay, so going forward as well, another one is saying sorry. Instead of saying sorry, you can say I apologize. We can use this one on its own. For example, you can say, oh, I apologize. Okay? Or the most common one is when you use it with the explanation. So for why you're apologizing. So for example, instead of saying I'm sorry for the technical errors, you can say I apologize for the technical errors. Or for example, if you're late, you can say, instead of saying I'm sorry I'm late, you can say I apologize for being late. Okay, so this is another one. Going forward, for example, another one quite common is instead of do you want, you can say would you like. Okay, a lot of people know this one, but
Hopefully they know it. Because...
Exactly, I thought I'd add it anyway. An interesting one is instead of using the word put, you can use the word place. So for example, instead of saying put your coat over there, you can say place your coat over there. Or could I place the painting in storage instead of could I put the painting in storage? Okay, and finally, I also wanted to say that simply by making something a question, you make it politer, you make it more formal. So instead of saying, I'm going to do that, you can say, would you like me to do that? Okay, so you can just make anything into a question, makes it politer. This is international, probably works in your language as well.
So for example, your time is up. I could say, could your time be up?
Exactly, and I guess it is.
It is.
Goodbye, everybody. Bye.
Bye. There's the door.
Now we love business, English short and so.
Now just can't help laugh, I'm sorry. Now just to remind you all, the new issue, the spring issue of Circuit magazine will be out very soon. So keep an eye on our Instagram and everywhere for the details. Now before we go to our next guest, the last guest of this episode, I want to tell you a couple of English words that derive from Irish. Now yes, in Ireland they speak English, but they also have their own language, Irish. And some words that we use on a daily basis in England actually come from the Irish words. Did you know? For example, banshee. Banshee, it comes from fairy woman of Irish. Woman, ban, and she, fairy. Did you know? Also, galore. There are flowers galore. Means many, 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 many flowers. Now, this next word I really like, shenanigans. What does it mean? Have you heard this English word before? For example, if I put it in a sentence, the criminal's shenanigans got him arrested. So, all the things that he did wrong, his bad behaviour, his tricks, etc., got him arrested. And so they should. Shut your gob. Gob is used in England to mean mouth, but it actually means beak or bill of a bird in Irish. Did you know? And in England, when we say something is smashing, everybody thinks, oh, it's colloquial English. It actually comes from Irish as well. It comes from Irish. It comes from the Irish expression that means that's good. So if something's smashing, it means it's great. The film was smashing. Also the word smithereens. Maybe you've heard this word before. The window broke into smithereens, into little small fragments. This also comes from Irish. See, all these things you didn't know, or did know but didn't know where they came from. Now, who is our last guest of today? Well, I think you probably gathered. We've already had Laura, Jonathan, and Kelly, and so it only leaves...
Introducing Mimi Melendez, mixing cocktails from Miami to New York. People blame her for getting legless just 'cause she mixed it. She didn't pour it down your throat.
No, she didn't.
Remember to leave her a tip.
Mimi's back. Hello, Mimi. Hello. How are you?
Hello. Hi.
It's not Mimi. Who is this girl I
Hi,
hear?
all. I'm here to host your new show.
About what? But about what? The nanny is here.
I'm the nanny bartender.
Go on then. So what we're doing today?
I'm dram fresher.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you're too expensive.
Okay,
I
enough
want
of
Mimi
that.
back. Go on then.
Hey, it's me, Mimi, the
Good.
less expensive French
Version of
fresher.
French. Go on then.
So
What's
actually
happening?
today we're going to play a little game with you.
Uh-oh.
Let's see how well you do on a cocktail quiz show.
Oh, bollocks.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to be testing you on things that have to do with the bar business or liquor, alcohol, spirits, all the things that I love in
I
life.
don't have to make anything, do I?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. I'm going to maybe later.
Make a bridge
I'll
out of bottles.
maybe later I'll test you on your wine pour.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get right to it.
First question,
Question number
go
1.
Grill me.
Kris, I'm going to grill you like a ham and cheese. Okay, which gets you drunk faster? Wine, beer, or a shot of vodka?
Well, my shot is a pint. So if it's a pint of vodka, that...
Okay, let me rephrase the question. A proper glass of wine,
okay.
a pint of beer, or a proper pour, 1 shot of vodka?
Vodka, no? It's not stronger.
151. Actually, that would be cheating. No, that would give it away. So we got wine, beer,
I didn't understand the word you
or
said
vodka.
anyway.
Wine, beer, vodka. Which will get drunk?
Vodka, no. Stronger.
Not exactly. So
No.
guess what? All of these things will get you equally drunk in the same way.
So I can make a cocktail out of all 3, so I'll get drunk
3 times
three
as
times
fast?
faster.
I don't know if it works that way, but
we could try.
this is something that a lot of people ask me about. They think that the vodka will get you automatically drunk faster. Actually, all of these things, a glass of wine, a pint of beer, or a shot of liquor, they all have the same amount of alcohol in
That's
them.
any spirit.
Any spirit. What changes is how fast we drink them, or our other factors that have to do with drinking. But really, obviously, if you have a shot, you're going to take it down faster. It's going to get to you faster versus that glass of wine you're going to sip over time. But in the end, they're all the same.
I
Okay,
didn't know.
next
So
question.
I failed already. Go on, next.
Next question. Which gets you drunk faster? Chardonnay or champagne?
Champagne.
Very good.
Only because I don't drink Chardonnay, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, I knew you didn't know why you guessed correctly. How
No
about
idea.
this? What will get you drunk faster? Rum and Coke or vodka and cranberry?
There's vodka, and cranberry.
so
Cranberry makes you go to the toilet.
Yes, and it's good for that. But actually,
So
the
vodka
rum
and
and
cranberry.
rum and Coke will get you drunk faster.
Ah, okay.
So
and
what do
between the
these-
Chardonnay and the champagne?
Right. So what do they have in common? Well, the champagne.
Ah, the champagne.
The champagne will get you drunker faster than a glass of Chardonnay.
How? There's less of it. Because there's bubbles in it.
Well,
the bubbles take up
if it's the
space.
same amount, but that's exactly it, Kris.
Since I'm not
the
good at
bubbles.
science.
The bubbles are your friends.
Bubbles take up space.
Bubbles take up space, and they also take alcohol faster to your blood.
Ah.
So anything with
our
bubbles,
friends.
like champagne or a soda, with all this
Obviously
carbonation.
not Coke on its own.
Not Coke
with
on
alcohol.
its own.
Okay.
Yes,
So the bubbles help you to
absolutely.
get drunker faster.
I'm sorry?
The bubbles help you get drunker faster.
That's right. So that's just a rule of thumb. If you're trying to get drunker faster,
More bubbles.
order anything that is carbonated.
Get a straw and blow.
That's a whole nother episode. But okay, let's move to the next question. See how well you do on this one.
This is the third question.
This is the third question. Okay, let's see. So what?
I got one right out of two. So all right.
Not bad, not bad. What kind of alcohol or liquor will work best to light a drink on fire? So I know everyone's seen this, like
Sambuca.
Oh, very good.
I got it right.
You're right. So Sambuca is one of those alcohols that will light. Obviously, you probably don't want to take it right out of the refrigerator or the freezer when you do that, but really any liquor that has 80 proof or more will light. But the best ones are alcohols like spirits like 151 by Bacardi. It's 151
in fact, when you said 151
proof.
before, I didn't know what the hell you were talking about.
Bacardi 151 is 151 proof alcohol.
Sounded like a disco to me.
It will light anything.
151%
it's
alcohol.
It's insane. It's gasoline. That's
okay.
why it's highly flammable.
I want to try it. But no, Sambuca, okay, your time's up anyway, but I'll tell you. Basically, once on my 21st birthday, I went to an Italian restaurant and this waiter gave me Sambuca. I'd never drunk it before. And he said to me, and he also put a coffee bean in the bottom. And I'm allergic to coffee. So as I was going forward to say, I was going, there's coffee in it, you have to take it out. He lit the damn thing and the flames came right into my face and I slapped him in front of all the guests.
Then you were eyebrowless after that.
I don't remember. I was drunk after that.
Oh,
so
goodness.
I don't know.
Well, the coffee bean is a good thing. It's for good luck.
Not for me. It'll kill me. But
Oh,
there you go.
well, yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. So I passed then. I got 2 out of 3.
That's right. You did pretty good, but I still
like
need to
the
do a little
quiz.
more training.
Okay, of drinking. Okay, fine.
that's right.
No problem. Thanks.
See ya.
Bye. I passed.
Mimi Menendez, a mixologist.
Now, I just found out that today is World Water Day. I don't particularly like to drink water. I do actually drink it because I drink a lot of Coke, and in Coke, I'm sure there's water. So I'm kind of celebrating it as well, along with everybody else. But also today is Gryffindor Pride Day. So, do you know what Hogwarts house you're in? If you're in Gryffindor, happy Gryffindor Pride Day. Also today is As Young As You Feel Day. Now, I prefer the expression, not you're as young as you feel, but you're as young as the man or girl you're feeling. Can't remember who created that expression, just I know it wasn't me. Now, I'll leave you with that thought as I say, jingle! See you next week.
Doesn't matter where you are, in the car or at the bar.
Stop a minute. Do you know, I just received a message from the parcel people and they're going to deliver my birthday present that was posted 3, 4, 5 weeks ago today. So it does matter where you are, in the car or at the bar. The parcel needs to be in front of me. And now I'll leave you with the jingle again. Sorry for interrupting.
Doesn't matter where you are, in the car or at the bar. Here for you comes in your ears, another word for thanks is cheers. Here's the new kid from the block, here for you around the clock. Shining all his English tips, Kris
Is an anagram of risk.